Okay, so sorry about that start, guys. I was actually quickly putting on some music because I like to listen to music while we play. Um, so today I'm going to be talking a little bit more about witchcraft and the history of witchcraft, which will date back from, let's see. So it's a couple different things. Because what I'm going to do is, sorry, I'm reading stuff while I'm here. Anyway, so what's gonna happen, guys, is that I'm gonna be playing as a Titan again. I'm gonna be doing some other missions and whatnot, but I'm gonna look up witchcraft history on my phone, and I actually do have a friend who actually lives near me, and I'll probably do a video with him later on. Um, but this will go back into like Salem witch trials and possibly even before that. Um, so the first witch was Ellen Callister, which was 1000 or 1263, later than 1325, was the first recommended condemned for witchcraft. She fled the country, but her servant in Botania de Meth was, and it's Meth, or Meth, I don't know how you pronounce it, was flogged and burned to death at the stake on November. Now, there's a couple different things that actually come into aspect as witchcraft, but as far as I know, if for those of you who don't know what the Salem witch trials are, I'm gonna look that up. Because the Salem witch trials is like the most well-known thing. Because the Salem witch trials were based for the finding and burning of witches. So 19 were found guilty. It says 200 people were accused, or more than 200 people, and 14 men and 5 men were hanged as an execution. Because if you guys don't know what a witch or witchcraft is, it's a some say it's a dark art, some say it's a healing magic, and there is a mix between the two. It's like dark arts is which is black magic, is based for frost, death, plague kind of thing, while the other kind of other magic is other than that. The white magic is truth and all that kind of stuff, and it's a big thing. But there were a series of prosecutions and hearings of people accused of witchcraft in Colonel, Massachusetts between 1692 and 1693 of May, which again only 19 were actually killed. But that's basically what Salem witch trials are. Because I've had people, one of my friends ask, "What is the Salem witch trials?" It was a bunch of people were sent in to be possibly accused of being a witch or something along that line, and those were seen as a horrible luck. So it's like a curse to this villagers for even having a witch. Um, so that's kind of what it is. As a short description, is that the Salem witch trials are just a trial, or several amounts of trials that basically do that to people. And I'm not gonna lie, the Salem witch trials is intriguing, even though a lot of people were innocent when it happened. So it's like they died for whatever reason that the people thought it was, but it wasn't their part in it that got them killed. It was a couple other things. Like, you never know what their real intentions are. You don't know what a witch's intentions are. And there are I guess, two different kinds in the world. There are good and there are bad. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of times where that is extremely true, but you guys would know me well enough. I wouldn't just curse somebody for some random idea. Heroic strikes completed. Okay, so here's the thing. It says heavy weapons upgrade. It better be a sword. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go worry about getting the Dread Fang because that's I think a raid that I have to do in order to get it. Um, these are pretty easy. The Taken Chrono Shards are pretty easy to get. The Hatem Flakes I can get from the Dreadnought. These are a bunch of different targets that I can do. The Scattered Pack, I just need to fallen ship links, which I can find on the moon, as well as Taken, because the Taken is everywhere on the moon, from what I remember. And I actually have to go from the Blighted Chalice, I have no idea how I'm pronouncing. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But if I am, well, congratulations me. And if I'm not, well, someone can correct me. Um. Anyway, guys. So other than that, guys, other than talking about the witchcraft and all that, I do kind of want to do a Q&A because it turns out we are really close to getting 400 subscribers on this channel. Which, by the way, guys, thank you for all that. By the way, it's extremely appreciated because it's great to see over 4 years. Like I started doing all this and like all this witchcraft kind of stuff during the Destiny days, which is when actually 6 I found out about this kind of stuff. A little bit before that actually. And then I started trying it, you know, doing that kind of stuff in the middle of the night. And then right around 7 and 8, 7 through the rest of this up until 11, I've been doing it midstream. And it seems like some people are interested in that kind of stuff and some aren't. But if not, and most of you are interested for the content that I make. And I'm not gonna lie, I have to agree, the content here is actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not, you know, super impressed with myself. I'm apparently a very likable person. And I just want you guys to understand that you guys have, you know, you guys are amazing in my eyes, and I want all of you to know that because of you guys, it's helped me a lot over the years. With everything that I go through, there's at least one other person that has been what I've been through, like car accidents, so on and so forth. And it's good to know that there are people who know what that's like, and you know, are less judgmental. Now, I don't really care about being judged so much as, you know, it seems, but I try to be relaxed. I try to be very mellow and, you know, some kind of thing like that. And it gets hard sometimes, because being judged is like a weakness of mine on so many levels. And you guys may wonder why I when it comes to playing games, I don't talk much about personal experiences or any of that. It's because it's kind of, you know, those kind of things. So when it came to the video where it was, someone asked, what was it? What was it? I forgot what they said, but they said it was some sort of they said it was, why did you start YouTube? I was willing to answer that, but that's because it's not something it's something I've been asked before, but not that wanted. Hey, Ma. Pretty good. Hey, yeah. Other than that, everyone, it's just nice to kind of, you know, do these kind of things for people who enjoy it, because there are not a lot of people who always like to play games, but they do like to see what they have to offer. And, you know, like, it's fun for me because I play this game quite a bit, and it allows me to kind of show you guys why I like this game. And not many people like this game anymore. I'm one who loves this game, because originally I actually played this quite a bit. Now this is some random. I'm trying to do this. It says Hunt Malak. Now I've actually gotten far enough to where I've been facing him, but then I wasn't able to beat him. And that's why it was extremely difficult for me in this game, is because I have to...
Wondering why we were here.
And that's why when I play these games, I'm extremely open to... In some games, I'm open to suggestions, and I'm not in all games, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Sometimes I'll listen to you, and I'll say, alright, I'll have to try that eventually. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do, but that's just because I have a certain preference on the way I play. Because I have a lot of preferenceable player styles, so, you know, it's harder to believe that, you know, I actually do listen to you guys, and... Normally you don't have to believe me, I'm okay with that, but I'm telling you right now, guys, sometimes I don't take your suggestions for what they are. I most of the time do my own thing. But I do take suggestions. Like, people have asked me, are you ever gonna get a new game? Yeah, I'm trying. Actually, one of my friends is buying me an entire new game, deluxe edition of Battlefield 5, the new one that came out. And I might stream on it. We'll see what happens, and we'll see if it's able to be streaming on, because if you guys remember, Battlefield 1 wasn't able to be streamed on for some unknown reason. And I'm not gonna lie, I do love Battlefield, all of it, because they're just better at map making. Like 100% they're better at map making, but sometimes they have a small little technical error, and it's not always the best for it, but you know, when it is, it is. You really get it too. And why do you leave these things, bro? Like, I'm destroying those because like that gives us a little bit of a better chance to continue running. Anyway, but with that being said,
How can she see this stuff with that whole blindfold thing?
I see far better now than I ever did with my own eyes.
now you guys see, like, I play this game quite a bit because I understand where my weaknesses are, and I do try and counteract them as soon as possible, because once you start to counteract your one weakness, it becomes your greatest strength. So like those sniper guys, they're not really always the best for close quarters. So when it comes to, alright, you're pretty far away, I'll just shoot them until they can stop charging their rifle, and some of the times that works and sometimes it doesn't. Now I'm the person who's ingenuitive and I can make it work. Like, I'll burst fire things you normally wouldn't burst fire, I'll shoot at things you wouldn't normally shoot at. So it's like, even if the farthest of enemies, I'll take the biggest of chances to hit them. Like, even though it's really never going to be an actual hit on them, this is what I do. I take chances, and sometimes they work in my favor, sometimes they don't. Now you guys, I do try as hard as I can to play these games, as much as I can. Which is why if streams get super long, they're long because I made them long. If they're short, it's because I have to make them short. And I do actually do some stuff to help you guys and, you know, to aid you in these games. Like, I do give suggestions, so like people have asked me what kind of classes you play these games. Well, yeah, just because I do it doesn't mean technically it's just me doing it. Like, I do it with other people. And they could tell you, I'm really good at giving suggestions, yes, but good at the game, that's a different story. I got good setups, and I got good class with it. But I'm not good at the game. That's just, you know, full-on truth. I'm not always that good at games. And, like, at this part, I've almost completed it by myself 3 times, and I only got so far, and it only worked so much to a point where it was like just annoying. So he calls for aid, which means he kind of calls something up once we kill all his beings, we do enough damage to him. See, he summons minions, which is like these things, and then he also does a saboteur kind of thing, and I hate it all the most. Like, it's probably the most annoying thing I've had to deal with in this game. Which I know how to counteract them, because you can't heal when shadow touched, and this is the only way to heal is if you take care of a certain amount of these. And I usually try and clear this one out first, because this is a good place to heal and all that. See, and then he's going to change it again. And I'm trying to get rid of that quickly, because once I'm shadow touched, if I get rid of these, it gets rid of that, so then I'll get rid of the other ones as quickly as possible to aid me. Because I'm aiding myself, and I'm also aiding my one teammate, because we can't use our light abilities, which is like our hovers and all that, without having that issue here. And those only have a certain range, so we have a chance to do it. And then he's going to summon his aid again. I'll be ready. Now I'm moving because he can do that. Quickly remove that, so that's out of my way. Use this right away and go yoot. Now, I do try and hit him as much as I can with headshots. because his headshot damage for most of my guns are like thousands. Now I used to have a way slower LMG, and oh my gosh, teammate, why? Now you guys can see I'm actually gonna start trying here. See, now I've learned how to counteract them pretty quickly. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky, but it does work. It's a very efficient way. Nah, fam. Other than that, guys, I play a lot of other games. I've just been playing this one a lot lately because I wanted to get back to the good old days of let's kill everything in this game kind of thing, and it's great to have that kind of feel of power and whatnot. Now I'm trying to shoot Malak as much as I can because he's a pretty strong boss and he's a heroic. He's actually, I think, the highest damaging person I know in this one actual game. Okay, then I'm going to save this ammunition for those. The quicker I can get rid of those, the faster we can heal. See? That's just a smart thing on me, because if you're smarter than your opponents, then it makes it a lot easier for you and whoever else you're playing with to constantly strike your enemy and not have much of a problem. Now, once we start getting him to like quarter health, he'll change up his tactic again, and it messes with you hardcore in this one. Because once he changes his tactics, you gotta worry about that, and he has some unusual terms of tactics, like I'm gonna avoid this area until I have grenades, which I almost have a grenade right now, and I can throw that right at him. Won't kill him, but it'll assist me for this, and he called for 8 again, which means clear some of these guys out, because once they start doing damage, they'll start doing damage for good. So what I have to do is wait for him to get out of the way, because I'm not willing to take these risks all the time, but I'm taking my time to destroy these. I've gotten rid of that one, now I can start healing. Right, heal. Hammer time. Now throw some hammers. You guys can see I'm trying to be as accurate as possible, because once you start getting really accurate, it'll help you. Yeah, there it is. Like, I'm already shadow touch, I don't need more of those. Make it at least one safe place for us. You guys notice I'm just full autoing these things, because the more you full auto at it, it'll sometimes give you time to, oh yeah, see. So this is like his last little bit of tactic he has here. So the trick for those is to take them out quickly, because the quicker you take them out, the easier it'll be on you. And you see, like, now he has no headgear. In our terms, it's headgear. So I'm trying to take these out quickly. Because the quicker you can take those out, the quicker you have a chance to get ready to heal, or if you need to heal, heal. And on top of that, we got to worry about Malak just a little bit more. Now you guys can see I'm the last Guardian. Trying to get rid of that as soon as possible. whilst shadow touched, I cannot avoid those too easy. Come on. This guy does a good amount of damage, so trying to...
We've taken back the shrine from the Taken. That they took through taking.
that they
Without
took
Malak
through
to channel
taking.
taken energy here, the blight will abate. And Oryx's shrine will quiet. That is my dream, Guardian. That one day the moon will lie dead and still.
So I guess they consider Moon a tomb. Place for the dead. Which I find quite interesting, because a lot of this game, it's like, it takes a second to understand what they're saying sometimes. But once you start to actually understand what they're talking about, then you're like, oh, okay, I see what you mean. So it's a long process, but now I finished that, which means I should get a Dread Fang. If not, it's because I need to do one other thing. Now, I'm pretty sure Eris Morn is going to be all like, alright, here's what you need to do to get this. Because I know there's like 3 ways to get it. Varkus, this, and I think that's really about it. Is Varkus. Now, I should only have to go talk to Eris Morn. Which, guys, that is her name. Don't try and say I'm wrong. Especially if you haven't played this game. Now, it says an agility for 5 seconds after arc double kill. Now, I don't have an arc damage, but, you know, if I wanted to use arc again, it's there. And I didn't, you know, it's maxed out. So I'm going to go talk to Eris Morn, because that's going to be my next part of that mission, is to go talk to Eris, who will give me the Dread Fang. Which means I'll have 2 Dread Fangs, one for my Hunter, one for my Titan, which means the last one will probably be for my Warlock. Because once I start doing stuff for my Warlock, well, that means I'm going to have a level 40 Warlock, Titan, and Hunter. And that is my intention of this game now, is to get all my characters to level 40 and to use them to my advantage per game. So, like, I'll start using my Titan a lot, make sure I get him good gear, and, you know, get him to as high as I can in light, and maybe even higher weapon level. Because if I can manage to get somehow a level 400 or a attack 400 weapon, I'll probably keep the gun that I'm using right now because I like it. And it is especially good. So we'll see on what kind of level weapons we get, and so on and so forth, and we'll see what happens from there. Man, every time I drink soda, it feels good. Now, it's really cold where I live right now. Or, sorry, it's really hot, but my dad's got the AC on and the windows open, which is just cold on cold on cold. I'm wearing sweatpants because I went outside today in shorts, and that was a mistake. Which is how I found out my friend is apparently a descendant of one of the people who died in the Salem witch trials. And I didn't know that, so I kind of might ask him tomorrow if I could talk with him about that kind of stuff. Because that's a cool thing to hear, is your best friend or one of your friends that lives near you has an interesting dissension from that. Now I don't have a sidearm or a pulse rifle. I wish I did, because I'm not going to get rid of this assault rifle, the Z Halo Supercell, which, by the way, guys, is actually a really good weapon. I do suggest using rifle barrels, which, yeah, it's a slow reload, but if you get the proper stuff, it's actually pretty good. Because here's what I'm using. I'm using Smart Drift Control because it says a penalty to range. It's barely noticeable. Like, guys, there's your range up there by under impact but above stability. That's what I'm using. It says a penalty to range. This one has a shorter range and more recoil, and it still is about the same. Like, I use this one. It says significant. It's really just back to where it was. So this thing has no worse damage. This one technically counteracts it, but even then, like, this is where it was, and, you know, it's pretty much the same thing. But I use this quite a bit, because rifle barrel, it's, whew, and all that. Now, I don't want to reduce magazine size, because 36 rounds is a good amount. Hammer Forged improves range and accuracy, but it actually decreases it. Persistence is just better for more accurate the longer it's fired, which actually helps me. But I'm actually fairly accurate with it even before I had that. Now I really want to get this variant, the Shock Hazard, which is an ornament I have to get. But that is a really cool variant. Like when I get the Rise of Iron stuff, that'll help me in the long run. But this is why I'm not really caring about reload right now, is because once I get the auto rifle loader, it's a big help on me because I can reload like crazy, and I don't really care about shotgun reload. Like a shotgun itself, I could fix that, but right now I can't have both of those. I can only have one or the other, and I don't want to change as a auto loader back. So it's kind of similar to the FAMAS, but it has an AK look. So it's literally an AK FAMAS in a way, but the way I'm using it is completely different from what it looks like. Because the way I use it in this game is somewhat of how I'd use it in Call of Duty if they were existent in Call of Duty. And I'm not gonna lie, even as a Call of Duty player, it's fairly difficult to say that I haven't played a game that I couldn't understand. Because as a Call of Duty personnel, I play a lot of Call of Duty, is what I mean. It's fairly easy to get mixed up with Duty and certain other games because for some reason people apparently think that Destiny and Call of Duty are very similar. I mean, if you want to say that you can hover when you jump in Call of Duty, then yeah, technically they are, but the guns and the storylines are completely different because Call of Duty is based for, what would it be? Certain aspects, and some are others. Now, here's the thing, it said I had to do that. Now what? Oh, I had to go to Varkis. Varticus? Is it Varkis? Varkis? Varkis or Verticus? I didn't know I had to go to Varticus. Varkis. I call him Varkis because it's weird to call him Varticus. Like, think about that. Varticus, Varkis. Which sounds better? This is heroic weapon upgrade. I don't care for your heroic weapon upgrades, alright? I don't. Because here's why. The reason I don't care for those weapon upgrades is because most of the time they're not as good as what I have. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that sword, and if it's not better than my current weapon, I'm going to forge it to be good with my weapon. Which means I'm going to basically get rid of that LMG to get a sword that does void damage. But this void damaged weapon has a perk on my part, because I love the sword itself. I actually have, every time I've gotten something better than the other one, I usually forge it. If I want to keep the gun that I currently have, like this arc gun that I have right now, I probably won't get rid of it because that's a really good gun. And if I want to get rid of it, I'm giving it to my warlock, and then I'll use that for the rest of its game. But as far as I know, this game hasn't died. I still see level 40s. I see people coming in that are extremely new to this game, and I have friends who are extremely new to this game, but they play it a lot with me. Anytime they see that I'm on Destiny, they're like, "Bro, let's play." Like Venom. Every time we're playing together, we always have a good laugh at this game because we always do something stupid. Speaking of that, I'm actually gonna be seeing if Venom's on because he wanted to know how long I'll be on, and I told him I'd be on until like 3, like I normally am. So, a lot of my friends always ask, how long are you up? Well, if you stream with me, I'm usually off at like 3:30. I go to bed at like 4, and it doesn't look like Venom's on yet, which means he's doing stuff, more than likely. But, when he is on, guys, we'll play this a lot, and some other games. I've already had one.
You don't want any more?
Those are extremely lemony. No, they're just really lemony. I just don't want any right now. I know. I'm sorry. I'm a monster. Yeah, so it's not as good, but who really cares? It's a dread thing. It's a sword. Like, this doesn't look as good as that sword would on this armor. So the reason I decided to keep the armor is because this sword, yeah, it doesn't do. Kingly brother, I thank you for the gift of your failure. The sword logic demands a pinnacle. Yeah, that sound too is like one of those things where it's like, wow, that's not super intimidating, but then when you look at the sword, that's intimidating. So increased armor while wielding the sword, void forged guard, which is basically a block, ammo capacity, which is usually really good, and especially if you have armor for that kind of stuff, it makes it really well made. Now, the reason I want to keep this sword is because swords in this game are so majestic. They have a beauty to it that most people can't see. I'm one of the people who are like, that's a beautiful weapon. That's a beautifully made weapon, too. So here's the thing, that I actually saw. No, super ammunition, the super energy doesn't really, I don't see that yet. It might just be me. But the energy that returns ammo to the magazine, that's actually really easily seen. Because there are times where it's like, and I don't have to reload at all. So sometimes I'll try to reload and I don't necessarily need to. It's because normally I'm used to having to reload But then I got this gun, and there were a couple guns that are like that, where it'll say if you miss a shot, it'll have a chance to return that to your mag, so you don't have to reload as soon, kind of thing. Now I'm at a 351 still, because that LMG compared to what I have right now, I guess isn't as good as it should have been. But the reason I'm sticking with the sword is because who doesn't love a sword? Now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to do this one later, I guess. The sun cell. So it says enter a sunless cell and eliminate Alakol, the Dark Blade. Complete strike sunless cell. It says heavy weapon upgrade, and it shows it as that, but this one gives you a legendary weapon, which is another sword. I don't like those swords, so I might get rid of those. Um, Other than that, there's ones like Gather Essence, which means I have to find Essence of Darkness from the Court of Oryx Champions. More challenging champions yield more essences. This one gives me some sort of thing like that. The Fallen Saber I'm not going to do for a while, and since these are fallen ship links, that's on Mars. This one's... where am I going? It just says the Court of Oryx Champions. So it doesn't say exactly. Now, the Sunstrike is for Crucible. Shattered Past Calcified Fragments, which I actually have 2 right now, if I'm correct. Or I found 2, for some reason it didn't keep the second one, because I full-on picked it up. I don't want to strike. I don't want to do that one yet. I want to complete the path, the striker subclass, because I just don't feel like doing that. Building a wall is disintegration kills, which is the void stuff. But I'm going to the dreadnought to do that. So it says that I need to go defeat Court of Oryx champions. If I'm correct, the Court of Oryx is a little section where it's like, alright, let's go ahead and put you here, and then we gotta find, like, certain relics to go to the void. And then once we set them in there, it'll give you a champion. Now, the harder their champions are, the easier it is to get these things. Now, champions of Oryx. Oryx is, I think, someone in the Taken King method. I think Oryx was the Taken King's advisor or something like that, from what I remember. If not, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying so hard to remember off the top of my head of what happened. And I just completed this campaign like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, something like that.
Let's get moving. This place isn't going to explore itself.
You're right, it isn't. Oh, hi. What's you doing? Hey, what are you shooting at? Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. So it said Court of Oryx Champions. Now I know how to get to the Court of Oryx if I'm correct. So this is just the basically beachfront, one of the storming the beach sections, like D-Day kind of thing. The way I have to go is this way, because this is Oryx's champions that we're talking about, so they have their own special place here. And that's pretty helpful, is knowing that it says Oryx's champions. Like, this is the Hall of Souls, so this is kind of connecting to certain areas. Then I'll go here, which is still the Hall of Souls, but that over there I'm pretty sure is where it'll come in when it says the Oryx stuff. I don't really care if I don't know where much of the materials are. I kind of care for the materials. Most of the materials I don't need all the time, so I'm not avoid him, because if he tries to hit me, it's not really going to do much anyway. Like, yeah, it'll do some damage, yada yada yada. You know, those kind of things. I don't really care if I get much damage from him, because I can recover faster than he could say, yada yada. Now, guys, if you don't know what the sword looks like in this game, looks like this. That's the sword. This thing's beautiful to me, and you guys don't have to like it, but I love this. I love the sword. It's like one of my favorite things. Now, from what I understand, is that this entire game is based for just these kind of... Sorry about that. Friend had to message me, I guess. I'm not gonna lie, some of these guys do some decent amounts of damage to me, like those guys right there. They're not impossible for me to kill. I can kill them real easy. Now we're ready to move on. We're rolling go. Okay, hang on. So I want to see what the champions are. So I'm not sure if this is what it is. If I'm correct, this is still Hall of Souls, and that is not the champions of Oryx. This is something completely different. Yeah, that's different area. My friend spawned all the way over there. I'll probably wait for him. I'm gonna have him join the party really quick, unless he's busy trying to get over here to me. I'm gonna invite him to the party though, because I feel like it's better if we have a way to communicate without having to be texting 24/7. Like he's probably gonna ask me what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna have to tell him, well, I'm doing this and this and this and this. But I'm trying to find the champions of Oryx area, which, as far as I know, I do know how to get to it. It's also kind of another section. Oh, whoa, he got a mic. Wait, when did you get a mic? When did you get a mic? Boy. It's good to hear. Okay, so I kind of have a plan right now, and it's to find the Hall of Oryx, or the Champions of Oryx. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what that was. I was trying to remember. I think I know where it is, but it said it brought me here, from what it told me. Also, I finally got my my sword, my sword. There should be a mission for it. You have to complete, what was it? The you know that one mission that I was trying to do by myself? I don't know if you saw it. There was a stream I did. And it took me like 20 minutes or something like that to just get fed up with the game. I ended up leaving. Hate 'em flakes. I actually need those because that gives you another sword. If you talk to Lord Shax, it's actually a mission for that. Yeah, but this sword, that's my favorite sword. I don't like any of the other swords. This is the one I like the most. Yeah, it's that's the one. There's two ways that I know you can get it, like right off the bat in my head. You can, if you're a certain, I guess, level with him, you can get it from Lord Varkas, or if I'm probably missaying his name like crazy. Or you can do it from doing something for, yeah, it's another one for Varkas. There's like two ways to get it from Varkas, which was the mission I had to do for this one, or you could buy it off of him for like 300 damage version of it, which this one only did 220. And I replaced it for an LMG that does, I forgot how much. Bro, I'm just in love with this rifle. I'm not gonna lie. This rifle. Yeah. Full of shotguns be all like, yeet. Just burn them. You mush up the base, turn up the base, and then this old Guiron. Oh, yeah, where are you at? Where you at, boy? I want to smack you in the face hole with my fist. Say what? What are you referring to? Oh, the Heroes of Oryx. Yeah, the Hall of the Heroes of Oryx or something like that. Hang on. Hang on. Let me see. Hang on. Let me make sure I know the name. Can you protect me for a second? Okay, so let's see. Don't be unpeasant. Okay, so it says gather the essence from the Court of Oryx champions. The Court of Oryx. I'm trying to find the Court of Oryx champions. It should usually say at the bottom of your corner. I think I know where to go, but I'm not exactly 100% sure. So I might be looping you in circles. Let's see. Hang on. I know there's a way to get over there. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, right now we're in the Hall of Souls. Come with me. Oh. No witnesses. Okay, where's this next one? Quickly. Alright. Next one, right here. Okay, so I think I remember where this leads. I could be wrong, but this leads us to the nearby outside section or the Court of Oryx. I could be wrong. Let's see. What? You still haven't... Wait, what? How have you not completed it, bro? I hate those bugs. Oh. Yeah. I wouldn't blame you. Some people don't like it. Hang on, let's see. There's a doorway over there. And there's a bridge that leads to something. Also, every time I walk by here, it says there's something you could scan. To the bridge. Okay, so from what I know, there could be another way over there. But we're gonna have to check this way. I'm pretty sure this is one, last time I checked, was a dead end, but there's a lot of... There's actually a calcified fragment somewhere in here last time I checked. If not, I could... There's a door here, I see that, and I guess it's closed. Sorry, we're closed. Alright, let's see. Oh, the calcified fragment? Yeah. Okay, so look over there. You see what I mean? Over there? That looks like something that would be required for this. No, I'm not sure for sure, but over there. You see what I'm saying? And there's no way over there. There's no way over there. Which makes me think we have to find a way over to that one to find out. But the only way that we can go is this way. And that was... I'm pretty sure that leads to the outside section, which... Actually, hold up. You've actually may have just solved that mystery. Now we're ready to... Where hello and go. Why am I feeling so piratey lately? Why have I felt so Yarg matey kind of feel? Dun 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 dun. Had to do it to him. Okay, so I know this is actually a section where you would have fought something. Now I'm pretty sure that there is. You know, yeah. Yeah. You could do that too in the Cosmodrome. You go to the Cosmodrome and you can get outside the wall again. It's really cool. It's very long process if you get lost very easily, but you've only been here once on the Dreadnought? Like this? Dang. Dude, I think we have the same gauntlets. Oof. We have a different... what camo do I have on? Let me check. Let me check my armor shader. I have the Atlantean 5055, because that matched my chest plate the most, you know? I have a silver one, like a really bright silver, but it's all the way at the tower. Nice. Okay, so we can't make it up there. I wish we could, that would have been really cool. Bro, the gun that I have, legitly, it's like an AK with a FAMAS. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to save those secrets. Right? That moment when someone says something completely opposite of what they think you're gonna actually do. Here's the thing, one of my friends legitly, like, they thought I wouldn't curse them, and I cursed them, and I told them they had to figure it out. Cause I told my friend, cause he was like, please don't curse me. I'm like, if you, I'll curse you anyway, cause we both have this agreement that we're only allowed to do one curse per time on anybody. So one of my friends, Nikki, actually, he was all like, bro, there's a curse to be a werewolf, and it counts as a curse if they don't want it, but he was like, bro, just give it to me. And he's like, it's not a curse if you want it. So I said I wanted it because who doesn't want to be a werebeast? So legitly, it's like, alright, it's a blessing in disguise. I called it. Because one of my friends, it's a curse and you're enjoying it. I'm really curious, like, on what these are. They look like seaweed, but they're not. Like, if you think... It's space seed. What's neat is that it floats towards over there. Have you noticed that? Like, it floats over here. It's weird. You know what I think the Dreadnought's supposed to represent? Now, it is based on a lot of games. Sorry, not games. Apparently the Dreadnought is actually an unsinkable ship, or like a really strong ship meant for usage, but that's what this was based out of. But if you think about it, maybe it's like we're technically in a sunken, like a real-life sinking Dreadnought, and these are like seaweeds to represent. But when you look about it, they're attached inside the metal. And then you look at these and it's like, it looks like bone, but it's actually rock. Oh wait, no, that might be bone. That looks like a rib. Right here, looks like a rib. And it's very dusty. Sorry. Casually just role plays by accident. Yeah, but seriously, if you think about it, this looks like a lot of bones. Like, if this is like your first time on Dreadnought, you walking over this, he looks like just a bunch of like calcium just growing on the walls and the floors and all that. And you're just like, you know. Yeah. You know oh. Please don't. I thought you said please don't die phone, and I was like, wait, what? I just realized that dark blue on my gauntlets actually looks really good. What's that noise? Just casually walks across. Here's the thing, I'm looking at this and I'm just thinking, how long did it take to the developers just to say that this is a piece of the Dreadnought, yet this is only the outer layer of the Dreadnought? Like, that's only the outer layer, this is the inner stuff. Yeah, you look up, it looks huge, and then you look down and you just don't see anything but a little bit of light right here. Like, I'm kind of curious, like, if I threw a grenade down there, how far it would go. Yeah, it's deep. Oh, I can see why we die when we fall. God, that is so far down. Guys, we just busted that. Myth busted, you fall forever. Oh, actually, there's a piece of the Dreadnought that I found a while back. And I was trying to understand how to get one of the chests that's in there. But there's like, what is it, void burn damage? And I only have arc void damage, but I want to see what's in that chest. But it takes so long for you to try and get out of it. So I'm going to show you where it is, and maybe you can tell me. Start shooting at me, I'll kill you. I swear to God, I'll kill you if you die. I missed all of that. That's... I'll kill you if you die. It's not supposed to, that's why it's funny. That's not a hole, that's just a little graveyard for me. Sorry, I've already been buried. I was buried last year. With my, I love big spaghetti. Somebody touch my spaghetti. Okay, so where did I find it? For Jacob. Jacob. Hello. That moment when you're... Oh! Howdy, fellas! Hello, Oh yeah, that's actually a really nice head. Just wave to him. Well, we gotta go. Let's say try and follow us. Run. Assassin's Creed. Run away, run away, run up, run away. Yeah. This man is nuts. Nah, it's okay. If they're following us, they're following us. Sad thing is one of them's a hunter. By the way, look at how beautiful, like, if you looked up and just slowly walked, it looks like a piece of the galaxy, but then you realize it's probably something else. It's Death, just calling her names. It's totally normal. Now, where are we at? This is the mausoleum. Okay, so we're making progress. It's the mausoleum. There you are. We're in the mausoleum, which is right here next to the Okay, so actually, so look over there. You see over there? You can get over there, but there's a downfall. Oh god, are they actually following us? Hi guys. Okay, so I'm gonna... They look like different people. Yeah, they're different people. Yeah, I don't know, bro. There's like 4 guys over here. One of them's, I think. One of them was... okay. So there is a way to get all the way over there, and there's actually a chest right there, and there's another one over there, but you need a cent to get the other one. The one that's further out. It's a long process, but I'm sure we could find it eventually. Now we're ready to go. Well, I mean, they have to get a key for both of them. Apparently, one of them requires a scent of worm or something like that, and the thralls over there are immortal. And that's not me being sarcastic. They're actually immortal. Like, I could have a full auto shotgun. Is it one of those fragments again? Okay, so I picked that up one day and it didn't count. Like, for some reason I picked one of those up and it didn't work. Reciprocal ruin the stone rune. So there's actually a mission for it from what's her face? Not Ikora, yeah, Eris. Eris Morn has that. If you collect like 5 of them, she gives you something. Hang on, I actually have the progress for that mission. I have 2 of them, but for some reason, it didn't count as the other one. So like the second one that I get didn't get me. Yeah, she gives you a quest and you go and talk to her. Hang on, I'm trying to find it. But, okay, yeah, so she gives you a reciprocal ruin, a Crota's Bane reputation, some experience, but you need 5 of them. Now, I found 2 of them, and I'm not sure if I have the other one in my bank. I probably have it there, and I'm just being really stupid, and I said I didn't count. Yeah, if you found 2 of them in this one game, because I said there was one right there in that section, and then there was another one in the other section. It's sword time, boys! Yeehaw! Yeah, 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 yeet, yeah. That moment when you're a walking tank. You have moths over there? Where you live, bro? You live in the place of somewhere. I think, actually, hang on. I think we might actually be near the right place. Hang on. Yeah, I think we're in the right place. This is the place that I might have to go to. The champions thing, the Oryx stuff. Yeah, there's an ogre right here. It's all ogre now. It's all ogre now. There's also thralls. Caution is advised. Nice shot. What is this? Those crystals glow. I'm quite concerned to say that she might have cancer. The only part that has light at all. Now we're ready to sail for the horn. Where rolling blue. Yeah, they're everywhere on the Dreadnought. I personally don't know where all of them are, but I told you where 2 of them are, and I'm still trying to find 2 of them, or 3 of them. I think they're in different I think there's one in every region of the Dreadnought. Like, actual regions, so like, when you go to, like, choose a mission or something, there's one in every region. I'm not sure if this is one of the regions. It's all over now! Thrall, I'll take care of them. I just domed one of them in the back of the head. Okay, hang on. So I think this is the place. Is it? Really? This isn't the place? Where have we been this entire time? Are we still in the same area? This is the founts. So this is a different area. So we are finding different areas. Warden's Night again. Another one. There's another one. Another one. I'm kind of wondering if there's a way to get inside this area. Right. There's something behind here. Bro, come here. Bro, look here. Listen. There's something behind here, which means there's got to be a way over there. It sounds big. Hang on. It might be back there. We need to go through here. Yeah, we were, but it sounds like it's from over there. Wait, there's a hole in this wall. There's a hole in this wall. Yeah, there was an enemy indicator. Oh, what's this? Charged arc. Oh, I remember what that was for. That was the worst thing I've ever experienced. No, it's. Well, I mean, I did it by myself was the thing, and it was like a bunch of mini bosses basically. And I was doing it like hardcore. You know, I just realized we're literally in a place with a bunch of tombs, which means we're in a graveyard. No fragments back there either. Okay, so what is holding that thing down? That was, you know, the thing that's rattling? What is it that's down there that's making that happen? So tell me, this is where we were, but this is also where we heard the noise, unless it's behind a door we cannot enter. Yeah, was it though? Like, it didn't sound like an ogre. You know what I mean? Yeah, what is down there, bro? Like, what is that that's moving it? Because it sounds like there are things pulling it. What peasants strong enough to do that? Woo! Man, we've just been running around the Dreadnought looking for stuff to do. Did we go down this way already? Who's screaming? I'll shoot them. Yeah. I mean, we may as well just go back, and then we'll see if I can find that cave again. It was really weird, because I was traveling, and I never noticed that before, and I found it, and I was like, wow, what is this? Those guys were like, oh, those are Cabal enemies, that's why. Yeah, so it's you mean those guys? Those are Cabal. Well, the Cabal were actually sent here to destroy it, and then we kind of came in one of the missions to kill two of them that were gonna blow up the brig. Oh, there's a chest right here. Bro, there's a chest up here. More hadium flakes. A what? A dark ruin? Hang on, let me get over there before you open it, because it can disappear. Alright, hang on, I'm coming. Oh god, I'm going the wrong way. That's a doorway. That's a lot of death. I'm trying. Here. Quickly. Oh, I still got it. Oh. I got it still. I'm happy. Hang on. Alright. Wait, what? It looks like you... Oh, God. Totally not suspicious. We're totally not gonna get murdered or raped. Totally. Oh, good. Yay! Hey, more flakes. I love flake. Tammy flakes! An original breakfast Tammy flakes. So good you can't taste it. Tammy flakes. Don't forget to digest it. Tammy flakes in your mouth. Tammy flakes. What is it? Oh, you're right. We both just scan it.
Wherever these exist, there are signs of hive worms. I wonder if they are used in their rituals of symbiosis.
No one loves you. Go poo. I think it was this way. Hang on. We're actually, I think we're close to where I found this place. You know what? I wouldn't blame you. Like, you think about it, especially because, like, you'll back away from that little, like, you know that little line section in there? If you stand over here, you can't see it, and then as you slowly approach, it just forms like it's magic. I love holes. They're my favorite. Oh, God. I want to fall. Oh, what is this? What kind of crap is... When were these here? I don't remember these actually being here. Not gonna lie. Okay, so you want to know how to get over there into that other chest? Follow me. As I almost accidentally jump off the map. Okay, so to get to this side, you have to follow this way, and there's actually another ridge to go over that way. Tammy flakes! This is how you get this chest. And I don't have the key, and I don't think you do either, but this requires the key of spawn. Okay, and then over there, now, okay, so I'm going to let you do this one, but I'm going to lead you over to it because I cannot fight these things, and you couldn't either. So, you know how there are thralls, right? Yeah, these thralls are stronger than they appear. Let's just say that. We can't. I'll show you. Trust me, I had a bad experience with them, and I've actually died to them at least 8 different times. You can't. Now notice. They're immune to this. Now you see that chest over there. You can't. You can't. They're level 38 and you can't kill them. But you see this right here? It's a scent. A scent is key. Actually, you're distracting him. I might be. Yeah, just keep him distracted. I might be able to figure this one out. Hang on. Maybe there's actually another secret too. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can walk by them. Yeah, see why I said I had a trouble with this one? It's because they're not possible to fight. Alright, here's the plan. I'm gonna let you go first. So pull out your scan so you could find the thing really quickly, and I'll keep him distracted. Go. Hey fellas, how you doing? From what I remember, yeah, there's that way. Alright. Okay, we're safe, go. Next one's like right here somewhere. Oh god. Drop. Ugh. Wow, I did that blind too. Ah! I'm dead. Goodbye. Oh god. That's so scary, bro. Don't look down. It's so scary. You can't land down there. Yeah, but I would die because of... Here, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, you can't make it though. It's right. Like right here. And this one's not too far. Like, I think we could single jump it. Yeah, we could single jump that one.
Guardian down.
Oh, I was gonna... Made it! I don't know. Wanna go do a raid? A heroic raid? Shoots me in the face, I don't care. Yeah, you're level 37. Bro, I know, he hit me too. I was just like... the moment when you're immune to bull. Just like... Yeah, when you're immune to bull. Good job. Your mouth. Give me flanks. Hey, on, you want to listen to quality music? Let me end my stream. I got you, fam. I'm gonna